So we want to we want to put film on top. And by the way, film is the thing. Mm-hmm. It's more than gold in Uganda. If we can join together, especially the guilds, if we can encourage and build the strength of guilds, skill them, the guilds will help the CMO a lot.
Why do I feel like filmmakers do not actually have an idea of what UFMI really does? And that's many filmmakers. And we are back. Welcome to yet another exciting edition of the Front Row Podcast. My name is Andrew Kagwa, and remember, this is a place where we talk everything the Ugandan film industry, from professionals, people shaping the industry, and we also take that opportunity to document the industry in a different way. My name is Andrew Kagwa, and
my name is Kasule Douglas Benatoamadage Kajans, aka Salongo. We are making UG films famous. And definitely, like Kagwa said, you have spoken a lot of beautiful... I've never heard you speak English like that. And I am proud of you. The PR thing is working, and I am happy. My brother, 2026 is a new you, and we're happy. Definitely, like we said, this year, we came in a special way. We came in a new beating.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And we told you we were going to bring the people who are the movers in the industry. And definitely this particular episode is very special because you have been waiting for a day to have someone from a very special institution.
Yeah, that's true.
Kagwa.
That's true. Yeah.
So there are some people who don't know the actual arrangement of this, of the acronym, UFMI.
Yes.
And in full it is?
Uganda Federation of Movie UFMI. Movie. Oh, okay. I think I stopped at movies. Industry.
Yes. Uganda Federation of Movie Industry. Yeah. And it's a very important body, which I believe that very many people who are in the film industry, even those who are planning to come to the film industry, need to understand, because you must. And today, we have a very special guest.
Yep.
The big man of that particular body. I'm going to give him a chance to actually talk to us, introduce himself, who he is, and what he does in this particular organization.
Yep.
Sir, you're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Benda.
Yes.
And thank you so much, Andrew, for inviting me on this podcast. And I'm glad that you have taken time to prepare and to see that this industry is put on the notch, or also, as I say, the thing. Yes. So I am Womai Robert, who is the current CEO of UFMI, which is Uganda Federation of Movie Industry. And I'm glad to be here. And I thank you, viewers, for listening in and viewing us. And I know out of here we are going to learn a lot. Thank you.
Kagwa, you have always told me you wanted to meet Mr. Womai.
I've actually always wanted to meet at least someone from the federation. Personally, I have a grudge with the way the federation was named.
Like I said at the start,
that's not the questioning we're going for. But you know that whole thing. It's just a technicality of film and movies.
Yes.
I've always had an issue with the federation being called a federation of movie. And like there is a way filmmakers kind of take themselves.
Yes.
No one wants to say that they make movies. Everyone wants to say they make films. Yeah. So I always had my personal issue
about the name,
and the use of the word movie.
I think at the time when we're going to go into this, the entire thing, but I think at the time when this body was probably introduced, I think at that time the word movie was stronger than film. I think because there's a time when the guys who were doing what was his name, Haji, name disappeared. The first guys were in in UFMI.
Oh.
Kagolo? Yes. Kagolo was saying those guys, when they were there, the times when they were making those Bina Uganda, which were trendy.
Yes.
You know? Omuchala Mukasebo, those things.
Was that the time of Sikano Ebizibu, Ngude Monsobi?
Those ones. At that time, I think the word movie was trendy. And I think there was not a lot of thinking about the technicalities of the difference.
Yeah.
And right now, film is more appreciated, more than probably the word movie.
Yeah.
But before we drag off the conversation to a different direction and excitement, because I know when you see UFMI, we think a lot about money, and money excites my brother Kagwa. But you as a person, Mr. Womai, who is Womai?
Womai is a simple word. Actually, it's not a name, but it's a word. Or words. It simply means the son of the mother.
Oh, okay.
So coming from the east, from all the way Mount Elgon, Sironko district, and the usual name was Mbale, but right now we are in Sironko district. And I'm a humble person who has come up from a humble background, self-made. Education-wise, I've not gotten so much opportunities, but I worked my way out to reaching the university, Makerere, self-educated.
What did you study like professionally? What's your profession?
Having come from my A-level, I came to Makerere on a government sponsor. I had applied for law as my first choice, but I missed points. So I went for Bachelor of Industry and Finance in Margaret Trail School of Finance. Okay. I was a resident of Rumumba, and we were with the likes of the Lukwagos and
which Lukwago?
The mayor, the road mayor, and those of the former MP. Those we were in the Rumumba together.
Okay.
What just to stick, because I'm really interested with what was your specialty when you did
Bachelor of Industrial Finance? Okay, Bachelor of Industrial Finance, we first began with all. But second year we went on. I went for sculpture, painting, and the other ones were composer, life drawings, composer. But we did also business administration, and actually we were the first people to be introduced doing business administration because we are looking at industrial production, mass production. So you have to produce and know how to go and market your art.
So if we bring a pencil here and an empty piece of paper and we want you to draw Kagwa, you can draw the life out of him.
Of course, that's life. Drawing portraits, I can do. But these days now, our young people, AI has spoiled.
Did you have to attack the generation?
Okay, I'm not, but that is.
But I do understand. So, fast forward. The first time we had the name Womai Robert as the person who is in charge of UFMI, there were so many questions. Who is this guy? Where is he coming from? What is the relationship with the film industry and the creative sector? Now that I think you say that you're actually a student, you're actually a fine artist, there's a huge sigh.
Yeah.
But what's your interest with film? Do you have any interest with film?
Well, of course, my background as an artist, even when I went for my master's, I went in urban planning and design. So as an artist, my background from childhood, I was an artist. We used to have drums, kadodi, and I was the one heading with the big drum, which we could be hired. So already I'm an artist. Even when we were in secondary school, I was in drama, and even at Makerere, I was in a Christian fellowship at MenCU. I was always in drama, making skits. So I've been an artist, and the drama and the film is closely the same. So then, having finished Makerere, we joined to work for URA as a revenue protection police. We were trained in that time, if you ever heard of a student from Makere being taken to train to protect the revenue. So we were taken. I was among the people who were recruited by Afande Kayura by then, and they were assisted by the now Commissioner General John Musinguzi. And John Musinguzi was my OB from Makerere. Actually, we were in the same hall and the same fellowship, Christian fellowship. He handed over his role as a general secretary to me. So when he came out, I also finished. There was a call of recruiting for URA protection police, whereby I opted to go. But I was also invited to go and lecture in Namasagale College. But I turned that one down. I went for URA protection because there was that element of military science and training, which I desired so much. I wanted to achieve that.
So I'm trying to look at the closeness of whatever you went for.
Then I wanted to keep it closer to you. Where after finishing training, of course, the situation of political environment was not good. I happened to also enter politics. So I competed for Member of Parliament of Daddy East. And that position I competed twice, 2001 and 2006. Thereafter, I went to do other special duties. Then from there, I joined to work with the Euro. Euro is a reproduction rights organization under books. So, and in that time, there were formations of CMOs. And in the same time is when UFMI was also being formed as a CMO to get a license from URSB. So, and they were training inspectors. So I was among the first inspectors of copyright trained. I worked under Euro, and the time came Euro excelled. So from then, I went somewhere for another special mission in Ruero for 4 years. I came back, again, supported Euro. And that time, the URSB had put up a police, IP police, which was specifically engineered and followed up by UFMI. So the police was put in place with the memorandum. UFMI was among the memorandum with URSB and the police. So I helped the police to see that we start operations. So the first copyright case that went criminally in court, I was the one who facilitated it. And
which case was that?
That case was about the Donald Trump's books, and I arrested somebody with the covers of Donald Trump. These Think Bigger, those kind of books. So and we took the guy to court, and he was prosecuted, and it was successful. So from there, then I supported the IP police of URSB. We conducted a successful operation at Nasa Road and Nkrumah, where we recovered counterfeit cartridges of HP, which was a good success, and the cases began to go to court of trademarks and copyright. So I worked closely with the police in a volunteer way of URSB, and guiding them. We went ahead to connect with URA to work with URSB. So from there, in a way of organizing and coordinating the members of Euro, these book library people who were infringing. So I worked closely with the IP police of URSB. But time came when I was engaging with the URSB officers. They were like, you are doing good work, but here we cannot. We would wish that you gain out of this thing also. So from there, they told me there is a project we had begun as URSB here, which supports rights holders. Can you take it on and support the rights holder if we register it as a company limited by guarantee? So I gladly accepted. I had no money to do, but we started that. I registered it. It was a project of URSB as Intellectual Property Defender Project to support rights holders. But there is a time when government lacks money to support. And the people themselves would want to support by giving money. So as a government entity, they couldn't allow private companies or individuals to give them money. It is incorrect. So it's from there we started intellectual property defender as limited by guarantee, and I became the ED, and it supported in investigation and operation facilitation with the police, coordinating with the rights holders. So in that way, we succeeded, and we got so many cases which went to court. And actually, if you went to URSB records or database, intellectual property defender has done a lot of bringing in cases, and people who give us powers of attorney to help them be witnesses in court and investigate. And we have also worked with many law firms. For example, Max Advocates, Bowman's Law, Panga Advocates, and many other companies which give us investigative works in trademark issues in the market. So we have done a lot. So from then, having worked with Euro in enforcing copyright, in Euro I was the operations and enforcement officer. So it so happened that having worked with the Euro, Uganda Reproduction Rights Organization, which is a CMO also in literary sector, that's books, and the Euro by then it was excelling when we did a lot of operations around, and they recovered a lot of books around NASA, Radio 1 and downtown. So Euro was the model CMO. So UFMI by then it was in court, having been sued by the members who were not satisfied with the way they were conducting their businesses. So when the court ruling was done, UFMI came back, and they wanted to begin with enforcement, fighting piracy against those who copy films without authority. So then, in that time, it was Jen Nambasa who was the CEO. So she went to URSB to request for enforcement police to support. But when she reached there, the enforcement police told her that if we are to support you, get in touch with Womai, who is heading intellectual property defender, and see how he can support you in organizing, because he knows the procedures we work with here. So Jane looked for me, and we sat down, we discussed, and we signed a MOU regarding the same request. So from there, we began. So we used to go with the police to do operations, to do investigations, and take people to court. And we succeeded taking like a number of cases. And the cases which succeeded with rulings, I think there were like 3 or 4. So that's why I came in UFMI. We began in 2019 to 2022 when Jenny resigned. So when Jenny resigned, by then Chairman Ragadi was the chairman of UFMI, and Jen, when she handed over her resignation, she called me. She said, "I've told Chairman Ragadi that you take over to be the CEO. You go and talk to him." So I went, I found him, and we discussed, and they said, "Okay, let's draft the contract and appointment." But after that, it took a long time for him to take a decision without signing. So it took like 6 months or 7 again. Before I knew it, they had chosen another person, Peire, the lawyer. So, and Peire, the lawyer, still called me to work with him, to support him. But in that time, of course, UFMI still had challenges, no money. So he could not move, and he had no experience in the field like I do. So, and time came, he also got involved in many other businesses. He closed the office, and people were bouncing on so until Chairman Ragadi called me to come out, and the following day they appointed me. That was 2024, September. So from September, I sat in office without other workers. I was alone. I began to call people to come and discuss. And they remember UFMI had functions. People had gone and said, we cannot be part of the federation, and yet it is a CMO. So I called these people. We talked to like the guilds, because I looked at the strength of guilds. If you engage guilds, you will have gotten members. So I engaged those of Parrowwood, I engaged those of Ankaro Ronnie, and this other guy of, I forget the name. Okay, Tiaba. So I brought them on board, but they were not members of UFMI, but I discussed, but they told me also challenges, why they are not. I said, can't we sort out? They said the first challenge is to make the constitution right to flow in the line of the CMO, which I said, okay, bring ideas. And they began to draft ideas until we reached URSB. We discussed together and until we came up with the right constitution. And now, even every other person is now on board of a CMO because of the correction of the MEMATs. So that's where I am now as a CEO. In 1 year, we have done a lot, which I will tell you as we go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow. That was a long one. But I love the fact that now whoever is watching Kagwa, they're able to see how Womai fits into this. And I think, basing on the fact that he was not a nobody, like probably some people have thought, I think he was the right person. And like we have been talking before, that most of the times we need to understand that administrative work is very, very critical. And most of the creatives tend to use more of their emotions than understanding how to administer an institution. And I think coming from wherever he has come from, I think he was the right person to be in this office. There might be someone, before probably we go any further into what UFMI, briefly, what is the role of UFMI to a filmmaker who is watching? Because there are so many, especially actors, I've heard them say, those things don't mean anything to us.
I think, what's the role of UFMI and who needs to be a member?
Yes.
Wow. Now, UFMI is role, first of all, you first need to get power or a mandate. And who gives the mandate to UFMI is the filmmaker, who is a producer, who is a performer. We have 2 categories for now, according to the laws of the land. 2 categories qualify to be members of a CM of audiovisual sector. So the producer, that's the investor himself who puts in money. Then the performer, the actor or actress. Those are the people who are now the 2 members of UFMI. So we derive our mandate from those members, then coupled with the copyright law, which we get a license from the regulator, who is URSB. So we use 2 instruments or a 2-edged sword to go and do our roles. So first is to license users of copyrighted materials of our members. Secondly, we collect royalties. That is the money which we license and the people give back, like from the libraries we charge. That is the money that they pay. It's called the royalties. Then when we collect, we are to distribute it to the members whom I told you up, that producers and the performers. So in 1 year, we managed also to do that. When we collected the little, we demonstrated that let's show the direction of our members, that this is, if we collect, we are to distribute it every year, not to forget the past. Because the Bible also tells us that let's forget the past and concentrate on the new. So the new thing is we are now collecting every year and distributing. And right now, with the support of government that has come into the creative industry, we are now focused to say now the seed that the government has given us, let's use it to broaden and collect much more money for our members, and they also begin to see the benefit after giving us mandate. So we want to collect money, and we want to assure the members that they are going to get billions of money. Right now, our estimated budget for this year, last year we were concentrating on the in-house cleansing of UFMI and the structure. We got the new governance, the board, we got from the AGM. So right now, we are now going out to look for that money. Thank God that the government gave us some money, which is a seed. The Bible says, don't underestimate the power of a seed. So in this seed, we came out and bought a car, because mobility is what can make us reach far. We have been having 2 borders, and they end on in metropolitan Kampala. They don't even go to Mukono so far. So we said, if we can get a drone, let's go far. So right now the drone is rolling, and every day we are tasking it to make money worth not less than 7 million a day.
Quick one.
Oh, okay.
Before, when you hear figures running around, you want to know more about the figures. You said you basically give licenses.
We license users.
You license users.
Then
among the users you license, there's a video libraries.
Yes, video library. There is a hotel. There is a restaurant. There is a bar. There is a TV broadcasters and the radios.
Yes.
There are buses and taxis. There are airlines. There are walls and public space.
Yes.
Government offices.
Yes.
We have also hospitals. We have schools, universities, shopping malls, supermarkets. It's a lot. We have a lot of space where we can. But before, UFMI was concentrating on one thing, library. So, and the sensitization about copyright has gone so deep in libraries than other parts. We are saying now, for this year, in our estimates of budget, we want to do a lot of sensitization, which of this kind, podcasts, radio, TV stations. Actually, today, as we were with this program, I was at Moon TV, also telling people the same things, the benefits of a member as well as the benefits of a user, and what a user has to do. Yes, compliance. But sensitization is what has been lacking.
Yes.
But we want to put up our game to see that we reach people, the people know. Like now, you have seen the drone we got, we branded it.
Yes.
It is talking for itself.
Yes.
Everywhere we are passing, UFMI has not been known.
Yes.
But now, wherever it's passing, we have put the word copyright van. Everyone sees copyright van, and they sees Uganda Federation of Movie Industry and our mandate. They're saying, hey, these people are also existing. Because they have been thinking it's only music, which is demanding copyright, not knowing. So we want to we want to put film on top. And by the way, film is the thing. It's the more than gold in Uganda. If we can join together, especially guilds, if we can encourage and build the strength of guilds, skill them, the guilds will help the CMO a lot to recruit their members. And also we have gone far to see that we care for our members in the budget. We are saying we have to put a benevolent fund in our budget, because there are many people who are going through hard time. They are sick, they are even dying. When we are struggling to collect even the money to reach to take somebody to their home. So we want to look for that money. And that money can come through collaboration with partners, through grants. Not from royalties. Royalties are specifically, we are hunting them to give the members their money. And we are not having a big ambitious budget, but we are saying this budget can be achieved if this is in place. So we have gone ahead to automate the system of registering members and also collecting the royalties.
I need to understand something. So you license users.
Yes.
So cinemas are part of the users.
Yes.
I thought they would come first. So you didn't mention them, and
yes.
I was thinking. But when it comes to users, for example, we have TVs, which get, I think, their very first license from UCC, and then they also have to get from you.
Yeah.
They getting the license to use local films, or they're getting the license to use films generally?
Well, the license that we issue is for royalties, but their TV stations, they have to get works from the producers or the owners of works with agreements or contracts. Now, for us, we come in to give them a license of secondary use. For example, a TV station can engage you. Andrew gives them a film, and they give him money. And the first show, that is for you, copyright. Now the following, because they will stay with that film, if it's for a year or 2 years, they can show it again. They can replay. So for us, we come in there to collect royalties for replays.
What if the contract was clear? Because I think with some of the TVs I know, that the one I've dealt with, the contracts are way, way clear. Like, we are going to use this work 5 times, which 5 times could be spread in 1 year, but they've been clear on the 5 times. And then I also want to understand, what if it's a situation of the TV has actually paid you to make that work for them? It's commissioning, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they've commissioned you to make that work, and it's kind of theirs, but you actually still wrote. So morally, you kind of an owner, but
they own it.
They own it.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, TVs also are producers. They also own their rights. Even there are other programs apart from film. They also are copyrighted, and they are part of. They can submit them, declare them to UFMI. So even if it is your own work, but there are people involved in it. You put in money, but the faces that are involved, those are performers. So we still come to you to collect royalties on behalf of those performers who are appearing in your film.
Oh.
Yeah.
So probably I don't intend to ask a lot of questions.
Yes, but we because you see those questions, Kagwa. Why we have people like him come to this show, because we know people watch it.
Yeah,
and definitely we know they're looking for this information, and the questions you have are very valuable. But before you go into those questions, we want to thank our sponsors.
Yes.
Cinema UG, if you want anything to do with promoting film, if you want to market film, if you want to brand film, these are the guys. Just go to our socials and check Cinema UG, send a message. Trust me, you won't go wrong. Making UG Films Famous, we are basically saying we push everything film, everything Ugandan film. This is what we do. Hashtag Making UG Films Famous. Center Productions. Kagwa. The sound is crystal clear because Center Production came into the picture.
Yes.
These guys do anything sound. The amazing adverts you see on TV or on radio, they're done by these guys. They produce, they treat sound and everything to do with sound. Center Productions, check them out. Adlam Consults, these guys do everything to do with mind coaching. They do everything. If you want to have services in coaching someone about the mindset and the way they think and look at life, consult them. Trust me, you will not regret. Ava, Juliet Studios.
Juliet Studios.
These guys are the reasons why we're looking this beautiful, because they have the space. If you want to record anything, podcast, you want to do anything, production, Ava Juliet in Moyenga, they're the guys. That's where you have to go. And of course, we have Cosette Studio. Yes, Cosette. These are the guys definitely who are very, very important when it comes to anything to do with photography, production, weddings, branding. If you have anything to do with that, these guys will definitely make sure they deliver very, very well.
And they've been our day one partners.
You know, they've been there when we were nobodies, and now you see where we are. So, Kagwa, ask that question. Our producer is basically saying we have very limited time.
Yes. I know. And you know, see, just when the conversation is...
I know, right? Yes.
So one, you license the users, and the people that are supposed to benefit from these are the filmmakers. So why do I feel like many filmmakers, because I believe it would be okay for me not to know what UFMI really does, though somehow I do know. Why do I feel like filmmakers do not actually have an idea of what UFMI really does? And that's many filmmakers.
Yes, you are right to have that feeling and also knowledge that you know that they don't know so much. Yes, there's been a little sensitization, whereby we are now rolling out. As we go out to recruit, we are sensitizing them because there was a time one performer was asking, we are hearing CEOs engaging Hotel Owners Association to see that they pay for copyright license of film. Why again, instead of libraries? So you see that they have limited information, which by so doing, we are trying to inform them that everywhere your face appears, we collect for you that money. So sensitization is the priority, strategic priority this year. We want to do a lot of sensitization, a lot of recruitment, also training our members, as well as sensitizing the users.
I think when you talk about sensitization, definitely for us, we are here and we are still looking for partners. So if you have some budget, trust me, the Front Row podcast will be very, very happy.
Of course, right now you're already partners, and this is an engagement.
Yes.
However, when you buy Binyewa, G-nuts, these guys who sell G-nuts are very wise, by the way, and they sell where these people are drinking from. Then they first give 2 or 3 for testing. So when you taste, you find yourself spending
Professor
all the money. So this is a testing ground, and already I'm saying that this is the way to...
Here?
I don't know. Who is testing who?
Yeah, of course, the producer is testing to see if it works, but it is working. And I've heard people sing in these songs, they say it's working in churches. The song they call Onaga in the other language, but it means it's working.
Yes.
I see it's working, and it is going to work for the industry, and we should up this. We should go on. I pray that you invite me again. I'm going also to craft a budget to see that it fits a moderate one, such that this, since we are one, we can go on with a little fuel.
I guess it's like you give us a lot of energy. Very much. But of course, I want to call it the controversial because we had different things come out of that AGM.
Yes. It's not just the AGM. I think in the film circles, most of the times when you say UFMI, you get a lot of mixed tones from people. So, like even before the AGM, like I feel like it's always been met with controversy. UFMI generally.
So the question quickly, which because in the
now
few minutes,
the controversies are being mitigated through rebranding.
Okay.
Rebranding doesn't mean changing the name instantly, but first actions, operations, and the will to the people and how you harmonize. So we are rebranding, and the beginning we are saying, let's put unity first if we are to achieve much. And the other thing is, let's work for the members to benefit. And the issue is, I'm against a lot of talking English and the theories. I want us to look for money and give the people their money. And we have the law. The law is on our side. We don't need to misuse it. Let's go and tell the users, there is a law. Give us our money and demand it. And when we are going out there, we are not begging for our money. Actually, government has come in to support it. But remember, government has been also using our works. It is instead paying back, has started to pay back what they were consuming. So we shouldn't only just say thank you for the grant, but they are paying back what they have been using. So, and we want their support. We want government's support, Ministry of Gender and the URSB and the UCC and every other entity of government to support artists such that we come up to recover what we have lost. Let's recover the money. And the artists have a lot. They can employ the entire Uganda. The government cannot employ all these people because their jobs are limited. But here I'm saying an artist can employ even a dead body. I saw a film when the Cabananas were, the Mlambo was, the dead body had stolen a bicycle and they're chasing. So they make dead bodies also act. Even graves, they're acting. So we are employing everything. One filmmaker, a producer can employ over 100 people. Yes, so if government can continue to support, and we don't need so for a long time, just a short time to give us a kick starter, then we shall go. And I'm saying UFMI soon, we shall say thank you, government. What you have supported is enough. Now we have our sustainability. We can move.
All right, Robert, as we conclude, definitely, because we would love to be at the entire day, but of course, as we have confirmed, you will be coming back, which is very, very important. Producer is nodding because he knows you will be coming back. Yes. In conclusion, I want you to make your last remarks about 2026 for UFMI, and how does someone get to register as a member of UFMI? In very few words.
Wow. 2026 for UFMI, there is a lot that is unveiling. Already UFMI is engaging with the International Federation of Audiovisual, which covers all these foreign movies. And we have already submitted our declaration forms, the registration, and now we are submitting our producers' works. They are willing to collect all the money for Uganda in Europe. Nice. If your film is out or YouTube or Netflix, they are collecting that money. I've already sent our bank details, and I believe by the end of this year, we are going to test that money. It's coming. Money is coming. So that's why I want it in dollars. And that's why I'm calling upon members to register. Registration is only 20,000 plus ID 10,000, that's 30. Declare your works. Other people have been fearing that if they bring many works, we are charging. We are not charging unless you want a certificate. It's when we charge for printout of a certificate. But declare all your works that are abroad, that are within, and let them collect. We declare you there. AGCOA is going to bring us money, and I'm going there soon for a training to see that we harmonize. Even our digital system that we are building is going to be networked with AGCOA, such that you will be getting your money on your app, your wallet. You will be checking. So a lot is coming up, and we are focusing and projecting that this year we want to get a community screening track where we want to market our members' films across Uganda. And we are working in collaboration with Gender. They have promised me they can add us more money. We got 550, but I believe next time...
550 million.
And next time we might get $1 billion. That's my vision, and of course have engaged with the commissioner, is saying they might double our money to support us. Okay. But good enough, we have begun on a good note. Mm-hmm. The drone is in the field, is looking for money, and we want to look for money, and we want to hit a target. Our focus, we are saying, can't we collect, for starters, 7 billion for this year? And it's possible. Money is there. We have the law on our side.
All right. Kagwa.
Yeah.
React.
Trust me, I would have way too many questions.
I know.
they would kind of prolong the conversation.
Yes.
Though I like the developments. Yeah. I do not know if it makes sense to say, I think there is a track out there. I do not know if a collaboration can be reached.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, these are two different institutions. They might want to deliver in different ways. So if they can get another track, that is good. The more the merrier. Because
there is another track?
We know UCC has a track.
Yeah, there is UCC has a track.
Of course. And of course, we can collaborate, but the UCC has its own program. We cannot work the way we want. But we want, okay, if it's there,
they are
let's
both
add.
For film.
Yes.
Yeah, they are both for film. Let's add another one.
Yes.
Because Uganda is too big. So let UFMI also, because where UCC may go, we may not reach there, and the UCC may not reach in Katanga. You get it? Eh?
I think what Kagwa is saying, definitely, with the coming seasons, where we know, for example, the regional film competition, where these tracks go to the parts of, the message that UFMI is actually preaching, which is very important. You can tag along. And you go with them as you wait for your track. But this time around, there's an opportunity with your budgets. You go with them and you preach the message there. Wherever they go, you preach. Because I know very many filmmakers up country who may not actually know about all this information.
Yeah, that's true.
And you going there makes it's basically hitting two birds with one stone. Thank you so much, Womai. It's a pleasure meeting you. And I think I love the fact that you're very soft-spoken. You can handle us. We are the kind of people who don't want people who are very loud, because we are naturally very loud human beings as filmmakers. And I think your calmness, you can disarm us properly.
maybe what I want to warn you, money doesn't want noise. If you talk well, money cometh. And you have to call money. Money, you don't just call it, and the money cometh.
Yeah.
I think I would really want to attend one of the AGMs because it's usually heated.
You want to basically look at him,
yes,
see how he behaves during the AGMs.
Yeah.
But I think that's been a very, very good conversation. There's a lot I've learned that I need to know personally, which I basically think whoever has watched this episode is going to learn a lot. I pray you share and send it to as many people as possible, especially those in the film industry. Those who are asking how you fit into this conversation, please keep here and you find out every other way how you're going to fit into this conversation. My name is Kasule Douglas Benda, and I've been with my brother
Andrew Kagwa Maiga
and our
guest, I'm Womai Robert. You find us at National Theatre.
Yes.
Thank you.
So UFMI, National Theatre, we have been proudly sponsored by Cinema UG, #Making UG Films Famous, Center Production, Ava Juliet Studios in Muyenga, Corset Studios, Adlam Concerts, and of course, DSP Events. Thank you very much to our producer and everyone on the other side, JP, Tito, Martin, Jessica. Guys, thank you so much for making this a possibility. And we sign out until the next episode. Thank you.